Hello students, today we will study about step 2 of the extraction of metals. In our previous video we studied about dressing of the ore, all the processes involved in dressing of the ore. Okay, now we'll see this. The conversion of concentrated ore to its oxide we will study here. The steps which are necessary if ore is not an oxide. If the ore is an oxide, then there is no need to concentrate that ore into its oxide. Directly we can reduce that oxide. Okay, but if the ore it is not an oxide, then two processes will be needing there. If the ore is a sulfide ore, then we will do the process of roasting, and if the ore is a carbonate ore, then we will do the process of calcination. Now what are these two processes? We will study about these two processes. Okay, see, this is a sulfide ore. When these sulfide ores, they are heated strongly in presence of excess of air. Sulfide ores, when they are heated in presence of oxygen, excess air strongly, then they form their oxides. They get changed into their oxides, and along with that they will form the respective gas. If sulfur is there, then sulfur dioxide gas will be formed. From here, see, we will get oxide. Okay, here concentrated sulfide ore is present, which upon strongly heated in presence of excess of air, it will change into its oxide and sulfur dioxide gas will be evolved out. Okay, now see the process of calcination. Here too we will strongly heat the ore, and that ore will be a carbonate ore. And here no need of oxygen is there. See, it is already having oxygen in it. There is no need of oxygen. In absence of oxygen, see, process of heating the concentrated ore in a limited supply of air or in absence of air at a room temperature just below its melting point, or not sufficient to melt the ore should not get melt. The temperature should be just below its melting point. So when carbonate ores, they are strongly heated below their melting point in absence of oxygen, here too will get oxide, and here see, carbon is there, we will get carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so here also we are getting oxide. From the process of roasting also we are getting oxide. Roasting is a process in which sulfide ores are strongly heated in presence of excess of oxygen, and calcination is a process where carbonate ores are heated in absence of oxygen. In both the processes, the products are oxides. Okay, along with that, gases will be evolved out. They will escape out from the furnaces, and what we will left with are oxides of the metals. Okay, see, generally carbonate ores are calcined, and hence carbon dioxide gas is given out. On heating zinc carbonate, a residue of zinc oxide is formed. This residue of zinc oxide is formed, which is yellow in color when it is hot, and it is white when cold. Zinc oxide, it is yellow when it is hot. See, this is also important to learn. Okay, it is yellow when hot and white when cold. Concentrated ores are converted to their oxides. Since oxides are easy to reduce, then these oxides are reduced to their respective metals. See, reduction means loss of oxygen from here. Okay, a loss of oxygen is reduction. So these oxides are reduced to their respective metals. Now see, half of the reduction process we will study in this video, and next later we will study. See, activity series, it is here like K, Na, Ca, Mg and Al. These metals, they have very strong affinity for oxygen, and these metals cannot be reduced just by using reducing agents. This we have studied earlier also. Just by using reducing agents, their oxides cannot get reduced. These are the metals of middle reactivity, and their oxides can be reduced by using reducing agents. Okay, and these are the metals of very low reactivity. For these metals, no reducing agent is required. Just by roasting or by heating only, these oxides get changed into their metals and oxygen gas evolved out. Okay, so it depends upon the reactivity of metals. Most important step in metallurgy. Extraction of metals is based on activity series of metals. It is based on this activity series. Metals differ in tendency to lose valence electrons and hence can be arranged in a series according to their tendency to give up valence electron. Activity series is a series of metals. It is a series of metals arranged according to their decreasing reactivity. The most reactive metal, it is here, and the least reactive metal, it is at the bottom. Like potassium is the most reactive, then calcium, which is more reactive than zinc, which is more reactive than lead, and so on. The metal at the top of the series is most easily oxidized. It can lose its valence electron very easily. It can be oxidized very easily. Is most electropositive and most reactive. It can displace metal below from its salt solution. If we put this potassium in any of these metal salt solution, it can easily displace all the other metal from their salt solution. And yes, this is the displacement reaction. This we have studied earlier also. Like in the displacement reaction, the most reactive metal, it displaces the less reactive metal from its salt solution. Okay. Example, copper displaces silver from AgNO3 solution, forming blue copper nitrate solution. See, if AgNO3 solution is there and we will put copper to it, according to this series, copper is more reactive than silver. So this copper, it will displace this silver from copper, silver nitrate, and copper nitrate will be formed, which will be blue in color. So we have studied here about the reactivity series, and the next process of this reduction we will study in our next video. Thank you.